Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining me this evening. I am Paula Vetter. I am the chairman of the Medical Advisory Board at hempSMART and also a retired nurse practitioner. I was a nurse practitioner in holistic medicine for nearly 40 years and also a certified herbalist. And I've had the privilege of working with hempSMART since their inception and helping them to formulate the very best CBD-based products on the market. Tonight, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite products, which is our brain support. And I'm going to be introducing you to a lot of complicated concepts, but in a very simple way. And please know you don't have to know the ingredients or the names of the neurotransmitters they affect, but a lot of people are interested in why our product is so superior and why people are getting such amazing results. So I'm going to explain some of that. You'll have this recording to pass on to people who want to know more, so don't worry about the pronunciation and the spelling and all of those interactions. It just isn't necessary. When we talk about the brain formula, it falls into a category known as nootropics, and those are what are called smart drugs or cognitive enhancers. This is not a drug. These are all natural botanical products with no side effects, totally safe, no drug interactions, appropriate for any age from middle school kids up through senior citizens. So very, very safe and effective products. But nootropics improve our brain function. They help us to think clearer. They help our mental processing. They help with focus and concentration and mood. Help with restorative sleep. Who doesn't want that in their lives? And our product also helps with balancing neurotransmitters. It's not a stimulant. It's not a depressant. It modulates, it balances what your particular brain chemistry requires. Now, all of our products are CBD based, so it goes without saying that we have our full spectrum organically grown CBD in this product. A daily serving of 2 capsules is 10 milligrams of CBD. This happens to be a water-soluble CBD in the capsule. I always suggest that with either of our capsules that they be taken with food because absorption is better that way. So people generally will do better with 1 capsule in the morning, 1 capsule at lunch. I personally suggest taking it during waking hours rather than taking it later in the evening, because that's when you want to have your focus and concentration and recall and memory and being at the top of your game functioning best. But it does have some ingredients that help with restful sleep as well. So CBD in itself has been shown to be neuroprotective, that it protects brain cells from free radicals, it protects them from oxidative damage, it protects them from disruption in lots of ways by helping to balance neurotransmitters. CBD is also a neurogenesis product. That is, CBD actually helps with the development of new brain cells. That's huge. So we're not just talking about protecting cells and enhancing communication between cells, but actually laying down new infrastructure in the brain. So that's amazing. 10 years ago, we didn't even know that was possible. But we have several components in our brain product that help with neurogenesis, and we'll talk about that. The first one is Bacopa. Bacopa is a magnificent herbal product. A lot of people don't know about Bacopa. Everybody's familiar with ginkgo that's been used for years for brains, but Bacopa goes back 3,000 years in the Ayurvedic tradition, and it was used as a brain tonic more than 1,100 years ago in the documented literature. Bacopa helps with memory, with mood, with focus. It also helps with protecting brain cells. It's a neuroprotectant. And it helps with neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells. So both Bacopa and CBD help with that neurogenesis. They help to get rid of free radicals. The next component in our brain product is astaxanthin. It's a very, very potent natural antioxidant. It's derived from algae. A lot of astaxanthin comes from animal products like salmon or krill, but ours comes from microalgae that's grown grown under sterile conditions. So it's a very, very pure, potent antioxidant for the brain. The next product, or the next component to our product, is alpha glycerol phosphorylcholine. There's no bonus points for pronunciation. People call it AGPC. It is another neurotransmitter that helps with memory, concentration, learning, focus, and recall. It is a precursor to a very important neurotransmitter in our brain called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter of learning and memory. So we have ingredients in the brain product that are proven in clinical trials to protect our brain cells, to stimulate the development of new brain cells, and to increase acetylcholine, which is the neurotransmitter of learning and memory. This is absolutely huge for mental focus, concentration, learning, recall, just being at the top of your game. Also helps with mood stabilization. The brain-to-brain cell communication is enhanced with all of these ingredients. Now, that would be plenty if that was all that was in our product, but we also have phosphatidylserine. Phosphatidylserine is more concentrated in brain cells than any other cell of the body. And the reason for that is it plays a part in the blood-brain barrier. It maintains the integrity of brain cells to prevent damage there. It also helps to clear toxins from the brain. And aluminum is one of the things that it helps to clear, and that's been proven in clinical trials. And when I talk about clinical trials, all of these ingredients have been clinically studied, and they are present in the brain formula in the fully researched amounts. I've talked before how a lot of companies will put in just a tiny amount of ingredient because it looks good on the label. We have the fully researched clinical amounts of these ingredients in our brain product, so that you see really amazing results. We also have rhodiola, which is an adaptogenic herb. Clinical studies have shown that within 2 weeks of taking rhodiola, there's a measurable increase in short-term memory and concentration, in the speed of problem solving. Ashwagandha, another adaptogenic herb, neuroprotective, supports neurogenesis, or the development of new brain cells. So think about this. We're not just talking about protecting brain cells that are there, enhancing the communication between brain cells that are there, but actually assisting with the laying down of new infrastructure in the brain, new brain cells, so that our brains are able to function in a much more efficient manner, no matter what kind of task we're doing. Full spectrum turmeric is also present in the brain formula. It is also neuroprotective and supports neurogenesis, or the creation of new brain cells. Just curcumin by itself doesn't do that. There are products in the full spectrum turmeric called tumerones that are just as important as the curcumin when it comes to brain function. And the last key ingredient I'll talk about is the green tea extract. A green tea extract is a very high quality extract that is standardized for ECGC, which is the component of the green tea that is helpful in the efficiency of brain cell connections. What this ingredient does, along with bacopa and CBD, is it increases what's called brain cell plasticity, where the brain cells connect, the synapses of the brain. This helps them to be more flexible, adaptable, resilient, responsive to change, so that our brain is able, again, to function very effectively. So what do we have? We have our newly granted brain patent. It's taken nearly 2 years to get the US patent for brain. That's amazing validation of the unique contribution that we make to brain health. This product supports neuroprotection, protecting brain cells. It supports neurogenesis, the laying down of new infrastructure in the brain. It supports energy utilization in the brain, so the brain is better able to burn glucose for fuel. And we're getting results that matter from this product. So focus, concentration, problem solving, word finding, Short-term memory and recall. Memory and recall are two different things. It's efficiency at storing the memory and then being able to recall that information on demand when we want it. Also helps with restorative sleep and mood optimization. So we've got a product that is truly unequaled in the marketplace in terms of what it can offer people. Now, the downside is when people get this, their question is, well, can this help with Alzheimer's or insomnia or anxiety or depression or autism or ADD or traumatic brain injury or Parkinson's or MS? And the bottom line is we do not address disease. It is illegal to say that any natural product treats disease. But what I always do is go back to the person I'm talking to and saying, if we protect every brain cell, we make every brain cell more flexible and adaptive to change, we allow the stimulus of new brain cells to be created, what do you think happens to all those symptoms? We're balancing neurotransmitters. We're allowing the body's own wisdom to function at its optimal potential. So we're supporting the wisdom of every cell at a cellular level. So as I said, results have been wonderful. Whether you're having someone who is has a health concern when it comes to their memory, their brain function, their speed of learning, or they just want to be at the top of their game, we've got a product that really helps to address all of those issues. So our product is, as I said, totally safe for all ages. No drug interactions, no contraindications, and we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I think everybody on the planet can benefit from the brain product. It's something I take every day, my husband takes every day. All of my friends and family who have tried it say they'll never be without it. So I encourage you to get back to the person who referred you to this video and try the brain formula. I think you'll be amazed how quickly it works. Generally within a couple of weeks, people are seeing pretty amazing results. So thanks for being with me this evening, and I look forward to hearing about your experiences.